as you can see, I am here. I am in black and white because the lighting in this room is terrible, but I am in my new office. It's just when I have like actual color lighting, you basically just see a ghost with eyes and weird winged eyeliner. So we're trying black and white. If I seem a little bit frustrated, it's because I just recorded a 30-minute long video of me doing this ABC Build Challenge decorating in my beloved artist alley, and I realized when I was messing with the webcam, I had it like really big just to see what I looked like if you could actually make out any kind of facial features whatsoever. And then I started recording and I didn't make it small, so all of my footage is of me just like covering the screen. You can't see a thing that I'm doing. It's just top notch. But I'm figuring things out, so yeah. But I am in my new office, as you can see. I'm figuring stuff out here. Yeah, we're figuring it out. So we're back at Artist Alley. Today we are doing the painting studio, which is over here. Originally the painter's studio was going to be over here, but this is just a really small building. For now I've got it as the weaver's studio, but that's probably going to change. These are subject to change. Because this is such a large building and I was running into a lot of problems decorating, I've decided to split this video into pieces. So this isn't really decorated down here. But that's going to be like a client space, so that's where like the really professional artists are going to be with their fancy easels and everything. Up here is going to be like a workspace, and then that's the room that I decorated. We'll talk about that in a minute. Up here is going to be kind of like a study space where you could like study the masters, and also a gallery space, which I'm going to have some finished paintings down here. I might actually split the two spaces so some of the easels are up at that third floor, I don't know yet. But I wanted like a study space because this has kind of become like an art school, which you can really see here where there's actually like, this is where you take classes, and there's going to be a thing here, but like you'll sign the book kind of thing. I discovered very quickly into this that I do not possess the CC that I wish I did to do this like justice. So there's a lot of squint and you miss it kind of thing. So basically you come into this room and there's a table, which I chose a table instead of a platform because it's more versatile, and I didn't really want to put a platform in this lot. But there's a circle of painting easels here. We have a corner where you can sit, and then there's some places to drink. I have a little radio here just so that there's some sound. I chose not to do wall hangings just because I feel like that's going to distract from the work that they're doing. And there's going to be other gallery spots, just like a little room here. Some additional this is really like it for painting glitter, so I'm going to have to go in like a CC haul. If you know where I can get some medieval CC, or like squint in its medieval CC, I would greatly appreciate it. A lot of painting CC I've found has this, what even this does, have like the tubes, but that one you kind of miss it because it looks like a dab of paint. All the other ones really didn't. So the idea here is like these three matching easels, those belong to the school for people who don't have their own easels, and then there's easels for people that actually bring their own, equipment kind of thing. And the idea was like, this is the teacher's easel. And this is a foreign exchange student. Because like I said, I was getting a little desperate. So we have just kind of like a bunch of different cool objects here. The class is set up for basically, set your easel down and pick what you think is interesting and paint that. These are incense, but if you squint, it could be paintbrushes and white paint. And then they have these little end tables for your supplies. Because I don't have medieval painting CC, I did put these like little cases for, again, people who maybe brought their own supplies. I do have these little crate things under here for when we have a sim model. Well, if she needs to model on the table, I knew that was a bad idea. Those can be pulled out and they can walk up out of the table. Because yes, I think about those things. And then over here are just like bottles. Because I feel like a lot of paint at that point and pigments were powdered and then you'd mix it with water kind of thing. That's the best we're going to get for this. I'm really sorry that this video is not the 30-minute long one where I talk a lot, but I also mostly just talk about being mad about doctors and various other nonsense, so probably best we keep that to a minimum. I'm sure you'll be hearing a lot about it, but I do intend to start doing a lot more of these videos with me here. That was always the intention, but Honestly, my apartment was a wreck most of the time, and even though it's very real to show that kind of thing and a reality of my life with mental illnesses, yes, plural because I'm special, it's just not something that I'm happy about, and it wouldn't make me happy to show that. Know that there's chaos all around us, but I'd like this little box to be like a nice clean space where you can see my lovely books, and that's it. So that's why I wasn't showing my face before, but I'm probably going to if I can figure out that. I mean, I could just do this. Like, I actually had this set way worse, like high contrast, like MySpace photos just to date myself, where it's hardcore black and white because emo. I was one. But yeah, we could just do black and white. Like, why not? It's fun. You can actually see my face in black and white, whereas the other one, it's just, I'm going to try to change it, but this thing is so finicky, I'm just not going to do that. So yeah, this is our ABC build for the day. I'm breaking it up into a couple ones. There's probably, I don't know if it's going to be one more or two more, it just depends. I'm definitely going to go on a CC hunt, like I said. Also, there's no lights in here because I figure they're not going to be doing a painting class at night, so it doesn't really make sense. Like, there's enough windows. It wouldn't make sense to have a bunch of candles and stuff in here, especially with paints and canvas and everything. I feel like that they wouldn't. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. As always, I really do appreciate it. If you liked this video, definitely give it a like. I'm sorry it's so short. I'm just going to apologize one more time. I'm figuring things out with my new setup, with the office, with everything else, and I want to get back to the swing of making videos, but of course I'm still in the process of my slow move, and I'm also just dealing with a lot of health issues, so I'm working on being a little bit more consistent again, but there's going to be pauses, so I really do appreciate you guys sticking with me. And with that, I'm going to end this for the second time because my throat hurts after talking for 35 minutes and having a bit to show for it. So thank you guys again. Bye.